Hi scrapbook friends, this is Michelle at michellesizemore.com. I have one L in my website link in my first name if you look for me there. I'm a Creative Memories advisor, and today you'll learn how to make this really easy circular, like a banner type wreath. It kind of reminds me of those ribbon wreaths a lot of people make, and it's super easy using Creative Memories tools. I used the jumbo pattern, and that's the only tool I used. Well, and some scissors. And I used these papers, and I used this sticker strip. This is partially used already, but this is from Perfectly Patriotic, our patriotic collection for summer 2024. And then I also used a piece of light blue cardstock. So I only used 3 colors of paper and patterns. This one, and the one on the other side, and this one. So let's get started. First thing I do, the only thing I need this jumbo pattern for is to draw a pencil line. And just thinking about, this would make a great title page for an album. You could add a couple of pictures and a little journaling here. You could add just like one big picture in the middle and maybe a little journaling, or just leave it like it is and maybe in big bold letters the year and like Sizemore Family 2024, or use it as a page in your book. But you could also put this like in a frame and put it on the wall, and change it out for this season and maybe have a big picture in here. You can do lots of things with it. I'm going to set this aside, and we just want to center this template. That looks good, and I'm just going to draw a pencil line in the middle. Pretty easy. And then I'm going to grab my banner. It's called Garland Banner Border Punch. And I'm going to punch out these papers. So I'll just do one for you. I'm going to put this in here, line it up with this black line right here to where we start the paper, and hold it firm and punch. Bring it down, line the banner up, the design on top of the blue design so you don't see any blue anymore, and then it's in the right spot. Make sure it stays in the right spot here, and that you hold firmly with it up against this little raised area so it won't slip on you. Scoop your scraps out of the way, and then you would continue doing that all the way down. Hold it tight until you finish the whole thing. And so I'm going to do this one, and I'm going to do just a few of this just to show you. If I was actually making it, I would do the whole 12 inches, but I'm just going to save time. So I'm going to do the same thing with this paper. And it did kind of get stuck in there, so I need to make sure I clean it out, clear it out of any, yeah, there was something in there. And let me make a straight cut to get this started over. Sometimes things do get stuck up in there, and that's okay. Just save that scrap for later. So let's do this again. I'm gonna do what I just said. Okay, position it. Hold it in place. And I do want to say, if you'll notice, I gave it a really firm, quick punch. I find that it's better to do that than to do it slow, because then it just seems to cut through better and things don't get stuck up in there. And I would keep going all the way through to do 12 inches, but I don't need 12 inches. So I'm just going to stop there, and I'm going to grab my scissors. I'll be right back. I need to find my, I like these little micro scissors. I'm going to have both, but I'll probably use mostly the micro scissors because they cut in these little intricate crevices like what we need here. So with this, I'm just going to cut these little banner pieces off, because that way I can make them multicolored, like switch out the colors. And you just want to make sure you get like a little straight cut there. And again, I use both sides of this paper. I'm just going to cut a few off. Okay, so I like it when you get this plaid that actually has some red in it. This one just has blue and white. I chose not to use those on this design and get more of the reds And then, so on this one, I would use the light blue on the other side, and cut off the little extra pieces. And then I would cut some red ones. I'm just going to do a few. Flip it over, cut it, flip it over and cut, and I'll do one more. Okay. All right, so basically you just cut out a bunch of those. And then it's so super easy. You just, I like to put one of our mats underneath here. And let's start with the blue plaid. The blue and white and red, white and blue plaid. I'm at the end of that tape runner, so let me grab another one. Okay, and then literally you just line it up with that pencil line, go slightly past it, and then follow that pencil line with a bunch of these all the way around. It couldn't be much easier than that. And I like to kind of give them a little bit of an angle to make it look like they really are like those little banner pieces or scraps of fabric pieces. And then these are the 3 colors, and I would just alternate those all the way around until I get this. And then the stickers in the middle with the stars. This sticker strip right here, the pack, the Perfectly Patriotic sticker pack comes with 3 sticker strips, and one of them is like this, and it has 2 rows of stars. I've already used 1 row, but I would just take this off, and I would put this down and just sort of bend it as I go. It's very pliable, very bendable. I didn't have to cut it at all, and then I would go all the way around, just covering the edge of those banners. And I'll tell you what I did. I just remembered this. I did just start out like this with my pencil line, and I did what I just told you. But before I added the stickers, I actually did cut out a circle and put on top, because I liked how it kind of covered the edges of the banner pieces. So let's do that. Give me 1 second. Here's my mat that goes with the custom cutting system. I just didn't have that handy because I wasn't planning on doing that. And I'm going to get my red blade and my template, because the red blade is the one that cuts closest to the edge of this, and that's the size I need. So I'm going to put these 2 little plastic little things that poke out in the track and hold it tight. Don't let it slip on you. That's important to hold it still, because if it slips on you, it'll mess it up. You can sometimes go back and clean it up if that happens, but it's better when it just doesn't happen. And if you missed any spots, you can go backwards with this, because the blade is sharp on 2 sides. Okay, so, and you can see I did mess up a little bit, so I'm going to clean that up just a little. Okay. So before I put my stickers on there, I would mount this down on top of the banners, and it would look just like that. And then I would come in with that mounted down, just with the repositionable tape runner, and then I would put the stars around. I liked that better because it just sort of, I just like it better. So, but you don't have to do this. You could add the stars without adding this. And that's so easy. And then you could just add some pictures, sticker letters, journaling. You could add, you could put ruled paper in the middle and just journal on it. But I thought it was cute and festive, and it was really easy. Thanks for watching the video. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.